disregard the first one and come back to the second one. How you doing, James? Glad to see you made it. I had a little technical difficulties with the first one. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Hey, Bruce. Bien Nut, Ralph, Chuck, Thomas, or Tom. Wow, a lot of you guys made it in. Very cool. Okay. Hey, Sparkster, what's going on? Scale Train. What's going on, brother? Wow, very good, very good. Hey, man, what's going on? We'll give a couple of minutes for more people to come in before I start doing what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'll show you what that is all about behind me. Hello, Kevin, how you doing? Well, we're going to be building a structure, or start to be building a structure tonight. So, if you're interested, hang around and I'll be teaching you. Start off with something very basic, and then as time goes on, we'll build up to something a bit more complicated or more stuff to it. Today, we're going to start doing what I'm going to be calling a yard office. Hello, Craig. Hello, Al. I'm going to show you how I build it, and I hope you guys follow along to build with me. Hope that explains what we're doing. Do we need this light? Is it better without this light or with this light? You got it, Sparky. Very close, very close. I think it looks better with the light on. Hello, Anthony. Union Central is Paul. How you guys doing? Hey, Rich, how you doing? Hail, hail, the crowd's all here. Very nice. Very nice. Woo, all right. All right. I guess we can make a joke out of this. Okay, class, get ready for a little bit of science fiction going on here. EJ and E. Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? Anyhow, okay. I hope you guys got some of the materials I asked you to get. It shouldn't be that much. Hello, Jeff. How you doing? The poster board, which is where you're going to be doing your drawing and your cutouts on. And also, you're going to be using that as a template for a piece of styrene that you're going to be buying in the future. Behind me is somebody's, one of my subscribers decided that since I am going to be teaching class, that I should have some sort of a board to do some illustrations on. So that person wishes to remain anonymous, so he will be called Mr. Z. And I will show you what's on there, and your assignments will be on that board when I reveal it. So let's see what's there. Now, how's that, guys? And you know what? It's backwards to you guys, huh? Because I see it backwards. Is it backwards to you guys? Okay, good. All right. So if you guys went ahead and got the poster board like I asked you to, the first thing I want you guys to do is to take a piece and cut it out into a 6-inch by 12-inch piece of poster board. And that will represent what you can buy from Evergreen when we finally decide to get into the real build part of this deal. So the reason why I'm telling you to do this part is because this is where you're going to save money if you don't do it correctly. So we'll get back to what's up on the board. Up here is a new email I opened up for this particular show. And what I want from you guys to do is when you start drawing out your parts, I want you to take pictures of it and send it to that email address, and I can check it out and see what you're doing. I think that's the closest way that we can actually communicate with each other than me being in your house or you being in my house. So if you guys are interested in doing that, that'll be fine. So anyhow, the top one here is for you HO guys, and the bottom one here is for you N-scale guys. And what we have down here is Evergreen metal siding part numbers. It starts at 4525 and it goes down to 4530. These are the 6 by 12-inch sheets, and they're $6.59 each. Now, N-scale guys will be able to get away with one sheet. You HO guys, on the other hand, may have to go with the 12 by 24 sheet. And that number will be, just add a 1 in front of all of these numbers, and you would get the 12 by 24 sheet, which is $20. I know it sounds like a lot, but out of that one 12 by 24 sheet, you'll get a lot of builds out of it. Okay, so the next part, before we get going any further, I want to thank the people who hit the super chat button in my last live stream, and that was BNSF 3012 Stu. And guys, give Stu a little bit of a prayer because he's having a surgery here pretty soon. BNSF Northern Cali, Jerry, thank you very much. Ron Pisco, thank you very much, and Sparky. So I just want to thank those guys for their contributions. All right, now let's see. Since I have some styrene stuff here at my house, I am not going to purchase any of the ones that I showed you guys. But that's just because I have it here, and that's what I'm going to use. And it basically is this. I don't know if you guys, let me see if I can get you. Let me take it out of the package. Yeah, I guess you could see what's there. So in my yard, I have enough space to put a 6-inch by 3-inch yard office. And so what I did was, and what I want you guys to do out of your poster board, and I just happen to have black, is to take your pieces and cut out your side walls, such as that, and cut out your end walls, such as that. Then, once you get these cut out, the next thing I want you to do, and then there's one thing you need to remember when you're using a styrene sheet that has texture. You need to be aware of which way the texture is running. For instance, this is running up and down. So when I do this as a wall, I will put it this way. Follow what I'm saying? So the orientation of the metal siding will be going vertical rather than horizontal. Okay? So you need to be aware when you start cutting your stuff out. But anyhow, what I want you guys to do now is to go ahead and put it on your simulated styrene sheet. There's one, and there would be two. Okay? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And then I would take this one and put the other one here. So in actuality, I used up less than half of this piece of plastic right here, which is good for end scale. Now you HO guys, on the other hand, you could buy two of the same sheet like this and have a seam. But I don't like seams. But with metal siding, a seam is not very noticeable. So you could get away with doing two of these versus the one big one for 20 bucks. So that's what I want you guys to do now, is to take your pieces and parts after you get them drawn out on your plastic. Show me them. I hope you guys can see the dimensions on there. Hi, Gaffa. I'm sorry, I was doing a whole demonstration thing, so I missed a lot of guys. Scrumptious, how you doing? Who else? I got Ralph. I said hello to Ralph. JEA Speed. Welcome. I don't know who you are, but welcome. All right, so how you doing, Roy? Nice to see you here. So my question is, can everybody see the dimensions on that? Oh, you want me to go to the board and explain the sizes? Okay, we can do that. We'll start up here on the HOs, and like it says here, it's not to scale. I just drew it big enough so you guys can see it. I gave the measurements in 3 different ways. I gave it in inches, I gave it in millimeters, and I gave it in scale feet. So, sidewall will be 6 inches long, or 154 millimeters, or 44 scale feet. The height is going to be 2 inches, 50 millimeters, or 14 feet. You're going to have one service bay door, garage door, and it's going to be 10 by 10, which is 1 3/8 inches or 35 millimeters either way, this way or this way, because it's a square. All right. Over here is your end wall. You know, on your end wall, it's going to be and the width is 3 inches or 77 millimeters or 22 feet. And you have a standard size door in there, 36 by 80. Now, I don't care where you place the door or where you place your windows. There's to be a good sized building. But if I should scale this down right now, hold on. If I should scale this down right now and make this 6 inches, so it would be here, and then make it 2 inches tall, which would be here. So this right here would be actual size for HO. So you guys in HO, if you want something bigger, you'll have to make those adjustments and see how if you can work it out. If you do make it bigger, you'll probably have to go with the 6 by 24 inch piece of styrene. All right. For the end scale guys, that's me. The measurements are exactly the same, except that where his building, where the HO guy's building is here, you'll be the same thing, be 6 inches, right there. But it's also 80 feet long versus 44 feet long. Okay. And let me get the footprint, and I'll show you what mine's gonna look like. So this is the footprint for the one I'll be doing for mine, for my layout. And so here's one of the walls that would go on there. And of course, this is just going to be the mock-up. And then we got our front wall is going to go in there. And so basically, it's just basically 4 walls and a roof. Okay. Anyhow, let me see. Let me catch up on some of this text going on here. I'm totally lost. Now I know what you mean there. Yes, Jane, you are correct. 44 feet is not big at all. Yes, it is, Ralph. It's the same dimensions, but in scale feet, it's actually bigger. Okay, that's a good question. SoCal Rail. He wants to know how to find the center of the peak on the roof. So I know that this is 6 inches wide. So I would bring the 6 inches up here, and I would mark the 3 inch mark, and then just make the peak as tall as I want it. And then from the center, just go up as far as you want. And this one here, I went up 1 inch, which is really not that much. And then just go from the center to the ends, and that's it. That's how you get it. So did that answer your question, SoCal? Slow down. All right. If you need me to repeat something, just ask me and I'll repeat it. But it's all here so you guys can see it, and you can copy it down or do whatever to make it so you. This is confusing to us Aussies. UK 158, US 16. Yeah, I know it is. That is very. That's very true, Gaffa. You're right. Hey, how you doing, Ron? Yep, exactly. You're grounded, Ralph? Why were you grounded? Come on, guys. No more questions? Hey, don't be shy. Hit that super chat button down there. Every little penny helps, you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should we give him a timeout? Okay, what did you miss? Basically, what I want you guys to do, or I told everybody else, is to take a piece of your poster board and cut it out into a 6 by 12 inch sheet, which is the sheets that you'll be buying as far as your final material when we do the build. And what you see up here are the sizes I want you to do your building at. Okay, whether this is N scale down here, and that's HO up on the top. I want you to draw out the walls and then take your walls and fit them on here so you don't lose a lot of your plastic. Now on N scale, it'll fit right there, and HO will fit right there, but I think the HO is going to be a little bit small to do the same dimensions. So the HO guys, I leave it up to you to figure out the dimensions that you want to use. There's no wrong dimensions. Like I said last week, you can have a perfectly square building. Thanks a lot, Lance. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. There's really, like I'm saying, there's no really wrong size for a building. You have to use these and this to figure out if it looks good to you. If it looks good to you, 2 of them, Lance? Thank you very much. If it looks good to you, then it's good. So the only thing I'm going to require you guys to do is to add the one service bay door, which is a 10 foot by 10 foot, and the sizes are right there on both buildings. And I want you to put a people door on one of the end walls. You don't need to cut them out, just draw them in. Windows, you can add windows if you'd like. You need to go online and see what size windows, what you would like, that would work with a metal building, and so on and so forth. So, again, these down here are the metal siding numbers for evergreen. And if you can't get out and actually look at them to see what would be the best for your scale, then these two right here would be a safe bet to go with, because they could be used either way. Yes, we'll be making a foundation later. Again, we'll probably be using some of the for sale signs for that. I just have this one cut out just for a place saver on my layout. We are going to be building a yard office for my layout. Need more cowbell? I wish I had a cowbell so I could bring it every time I get a super chat. So he needs a horn or something. You're right, Chuck. You're very right. I was trying to find something online tonight that I can use, but I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I'll have to keep on looking. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll come up with something. Canadian gallon or American gallon? Vote. Canadian gallon or American gallon? All right, I give up. So, Ron, did you catch up on that? What I'm trying to say here? No, I don't. I don't look wood sidings. No, you have to. Evergreen has a pretty good website. Just need to go to evergreen.com and you can pick out what you'd like. Wow. Hey, thanks a lot, Rich. I appreciate that. That's very cool. I appreciate that. Huh. Northern Cali Change. Hey, Vinny, what's going on, Jerry? So, any more questions, fellas? Hello, Bill. How you doing? Tin can and a stick. You guys are making no sense to me. You must be having your own conversation. What is the difference? What? Oh, thank you very much, Chuck. I appreciate that. What is the difference from the corner of the building to the end of the tiffin? That, Ralph, I'll leave that up to you. You can place that door as long as it's towards the end of the building. I'll leave the distance from the end of the wall to the door up to you. I just want to get you guys involved, even though this is actually going to be taking money out of my pocket for something that you guys might want to have me build at one time. You'll be able to build it yourself. And that's what I'm trying to get at. You know, it could be very frustrating at times, but at the end result is when you get to do this. You pat yourself on your back and say, I built that, and it makes you have a good feeling. A complete materials list. When we get down to doing the actual build, yes, there'll be some of the products I already have up here. For the next installment, I would like for you guys to have the yellow for sale sign, because everything that you cut out today, you'll be transferring onto the yellow. I mean, I know it seems like there's a lot of steps involved here, but that's how you come up with a good model when you get done with it. And I always do my builds this way. I always do a cardboard mock-up, a plastic mock-up, and then the real thing. I could always make changes as I'm building, or before I start building, I should say. Well, thanks. Wow. Thanks a lot, Ron. I appreciate that. Woohoo! Ding, 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 ding. Sorry, that's the best I can do. What was I saying? So I do it in 3 stages all the time. I do a mock-up in cardboard so I can make any adjustments. There's always this one thing I stress every time I do a build. You could always make things smaller, but you can't make them bigger. So when you cut, make sure you're cutting the right size. It's okay if it's bigger, but if it's smaller and you need to make it bigger, you need to throw that piece of plastic away and start all over again. And that's not how we save money. Thank you, Sparky. You are correct about that. Hello, Jennifer. Well, that's my plan there, Ron. I want to teach everybody how to scratch build. I mean, basically, there's a story on how I got started doing scratch builds on YouTube. Way back, I think it's probably, oh, thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. Way back when YouTube Model Builders first started doing their chat things once a month, I was one of the very first people on the panel. And we did it for about a year or so, and it was fun to do. And I got to, one of the administrators asked me to do a scratch build and video it while I was doing it. And I told him, well, so I'm really not comfortable doing that, and blah, 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 blah. But I did it. And ever since then, I've been posting my scratch builds. Hello, Albert Mason. No, I haven't really looked at it yet, Bill. I just have it on my sitting on my layout right now. Say hi back to Mini Me. And Nicholas has another way you can save money also. He uses cereal boxes, cardboard, and that's a good idea also. You can save, you know, the $2 or whatever it costs for the poster board. So basically what I want you guys to do today is to cut your poster board. And these poster boards, I don't know if you guys, I'm not sure if that's what they're called. I think it is. And they come in sheets like 24-inch by 30 inches or something like that. They're pretty big. So you can use one piece for a lot of different things. So cut it out to the plastic size, which is 6 by 12. Cut out your wall sizes that you're going to need. Place them on the plastic and remember the orientation, because if you're going to use metal siding, you want the metal siding to be going in the right direction. Okay? So, let me see if I can tilt the camera down here so you guys can see what I got right here. Yeah, there you go. See how I got it placed on here? Now, that's going to leave me more than a half a sheet to do another build. This is for end scale now, guys. Okay? Like I said, to HO guys, if you want to do a larger wall, like let's say 80 feet, you would take whatever is left and splice it in on one side. And it could be done, and don't look bad when you do it, because like I said, metal siding has got all of those grooves in it. It's going to stay. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank everybody so far. I really appreciate all the donations. Okay, the roof we're going to worry about after we get the plastic mock-up done. There's going to be two mock-ups. There's going to be one in cardboard and one in the cheap plastic on the for sale signs. Okay. How you doing, Hillbilly Railroad? If you guys have any questions or if I lost you anywhere, please speak up. I want you guys to, you know, I want you guys to really get into this. In the long run, you'll be saving money. If you can do it yourself, you'll be saving money, because first of all, you're going to get a kit that's not available from a manufacturer. So basically, you're going to have a one of. And every structure on my layout is a one of, because nobody else, there's no manufacturer that makes them. And the builds that I do every build different than the build before, because I don't want two people to have the same type building on their layout. The other side of the poster board? Is that what you're talking about, Ralph? Which dimensions are you talking about? I just moved my head. Are you talking about the little red building right there? That guy? Okay, I'm sorry. So you guys just don't want to look at me. Okay, I got it. And I got all pretty for you guys. Okay, Ralph, good to hear it. Well, that fictitious the kids are fine. Kids, well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you have a fictitious layout, it's fine. I mean, but still, you can still build one of buildings on your own layout. You know, that would cost you way less than if you go out and spend the money to buy a kit. That Walther's complete ethanol deal that they had a couple of years ago that a lot of people bought. That complete set was like 450 or $500 for the whole thing. I built mine for like you got it, Nicholas. All right, Lance, sounds good. Sounds good. Did you buy it off my Amazon page? No. Hey, Martin, what's going on? Cool idea. Cool idea. Yes, it is fun to kit bash. If you guys remember a while back, I did a kit bash on a grain elevator for Gary Weiss. Well, Lance, now you're in my doghouse. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm only kidding. But do check out my Amazon page. I have a lot of N scale Cato track in there. Rich, no, it's not. In fact, there is a foundation where you have to step up to get to the office door, and I'm debating whether I want to do that or not. But for now, I'm just going to build it as a flat. I'm guesstimating the size. I haven't been there in a while, so I really don't remember. King Cash was hidden by Sparky. Okay, Sparky, thank you. I only have one moderator in here tonight, huh? Hey, Ralph, guess what? Where are you? Ralph, you just became a moderator on my channel. Some of these parts are yes. If they're not, don't worry about it. Just get what you need to get. You could go, from what I understand, if you go to my Amazon page and then go to the search bar in my Amazon page and pick out what you need and buy it, I will get the credit for it because you went through my page to find it. That's what I understand. Sparky is going on break. Hey, no breaks allowed, man. This is not a union shop. I'm just reading some of your comments here, guys. See if there's any questions in there. So, how's everybody doing? I mean, are there any questions that you guys have? Time for breakfast? Oh yeah, you're in the UK, Martin, or in Australia? Hello, Matt. And he will, Ralph. Yeah. Is it very hard to see them? Which ones do you want? You want me to do the N scale, Bruce, or all of them? Hello, Wilmer. All right. I had a request from Bruce that he wants me to go over all the dimensions again. So we'll do that. We'll start with the N scale. The N scale is going to be 6 inches long, or 154 millimeters, or 80 feet. And it's going to have a service bay door of 10 feet by 10 feet, which is 1 inch by 1 inch, basically. I think that's what I have there. The height is going to be 1 1/8 inch, or 30 millimeters, or 15 scale feet. The end wall is going to be 3 inches wide, or 77 millimeters wide, or 22 scale feet wide. And from the ground to the peak is 20 feet, scale feet, 48 millimeters, or 1.5 inches. And it's going to have a 36 by 80 door. Okay, up on the upper part, which is the HO, it's basically going to be the same dimension, 6 inches. But the only thing is 6 inches in HO equals 44 feet rather than 80 feet in N scale. So if I was to do this to scale, this would be the scale right here. This would be the 6 inches, and this would be the 2 inches tall. And so that would be the building that they would be building. So the dimensions here, because it's HO, it has to go a bit taller. So it's 2 inches tall, 50 millimeters, or 14 scale feet. The end wall, it's the same thing as down here, except it's not 22 feet. It's not 22 feet in HO. It's probably, let's see, 22 feet. Hold on, guys. 3 inches. Yeah, I guess it is. 3 inches, 22 feet. Okay. So then I made a mistake down here. This should be 40 something feet. Okay. So yeah. So I caught my own mistake, okay? So the HO is going to be 3 inches, 77 millimeters, or 22 scale feet. And the N scale, 3 inches, should be about 40 feet, I think. Yeah, it's 40 feet. It's 40 feet N scale. I can also, let's see if I can get my camera up here. I can also do this. Is that better? I forgot about that. There goes one sheet. That's another thing you need to have with scratch building, guys, is a lot of patience. Jerry? It's funny when I'm looking at it and seeing it backwards. Uh-oh. Better send them back to Sparky's house, Jennifer. Hey, I haven't seen Nancy. Is Nancy in here? Nancy, are you in here? Brighter would help. Well, I don't want to stop messing around with too many of the camera settings here. I had to do an overall, between the drawing and my skin tone and all that stuff. Message retracted. Uh-oh, what'd you say, Sparky? Oh, Nancy. Oh, hi, Nancy. I didn't see you come in earlier. Is everything clear for you? Do you understand everything that we're doing here? 36 by 80 is a good size for the door. Yes. Yeah, Bob, that's right. She got to stay late. White Charity, message deleted by Sparky. Okay, Sparky, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for using the millimeters for us. And yeah, I figure, that would be good to show, all different kinds of languages, if you want to call it that. That's not feet, by the way. What are you talking about, sir? Mr. Bill Vassar. A 10 N-scale feet door should be about 3/4. Yeah, it's a little, I think it's like 7/8 of an inch. I know. You're going to catch me on some of this stuff that I just kind of estimated. So yeah, you're right. It's probably about 3/4 of an inch. No, you're right. It's inches. It's 36 inches by 80 inches. Yes. Sparky, what's this guy Wyatt Charity? What's going on with this guy? Yeah, an apple. Come on, Jeff, slow down. Hey, Mitch. If you're going to put windows what in wood 4x6 to scale feet look good? Again, that's where you have to use your eyes and your imagination to actually go to a hobby shop and see if they had that particular size window and put it in there. As long as it's not overwhelming the wall, I would say you could use it. I went as far as using N-scale windows. In fact, if you watch my last video on the contest windows build that I've been doing, on the front office wall, I use N-scale windows with each size door. So you can combine them if you need to. My local hobby shop, usually Jennifer, he has pretty much a lot of the Tichy group. All right. Thanks, Sparky. Thanks for catching it. Cool. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yep. Especially if you're going to put it like in a distance, right? Martin? I don't know if they do, and I never checked them. I know Rick's products, they carry doors and windows. Um, I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard Grantline is going to be going out of business when they're not going to be making any more runs. I agree, Martin. Yes, you need to cut your pieces out. And remember what I said about the styrene, the way the pattern runs. The pattern runs vertical. You guys can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So when you put your walls down on there, make sure you put them in the correct orientation. Yeah, that's basically what I do. And I look and see at what windows and doors I still have around before I go out and buy some. Okay, you have a hall pass. Go ahead. Gee, Jennifer, I don't know if your local hobby shop doesn't want to order it for you. That's kind of tough. Maybe you can find something on eBay. Yep, that's what I heard, Martin. I heard the same thing. I heard the same thing about Teacher Group and Grantline, both going to be closing down. That's really going to be sucky for people like me that like to do scratch builds. I guess if you got a friend with a 3D printer, you can make some windows for you. Wow, I appreciate that, man. 45 people in here, 19 likes. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Okay, so we're getting close to an hour, and I intend to make this only an hour. So your objective tonight is to cut your stuff out, place it on your simulated styrene sheet, send it a picture of it to vbsphx@outlook.com, and I will look at it and give you some contradictions on it or some consulting on it or whatever. And anyhow, once you do that picture, then take your parts with your masking tape. Take your parts with your masking tape and start putting it together. Let's see. And just start putting it together. Just tape it on the edges and take a picture of it and send it to me. I think that's the only way I can get actual interaction between everybody, between me and you guys. Yeah, I agree with you, Eric. But the thing is, sometimes you just have to wait and order them. Nobody really carries them in stock. Did not know about TC going. Yeah, that's something I heard about. I think I heard that last week. I'm not sure. Everybody get all this information that's on here for now. And like I said, the HO guys, you can make it bigger if you want to make it bigger. You can also do it in just plain styrene if you want. You don't have to have the metal siding. There's ways to get around that too, and I can show you that later on also. Oh, really? Well, that's good news, Nicholas. Glad you brought that up. Yeah, you're right, Sparky. I mean, it is on the replay. Um, well, I got 45 people watching and only 23 likes. So how come I only have half the amount of likes as people that are in here? Sparky, stop promoting my channel. So speaking of channels, the little three dots you see alongside each person's name, if you guys are not subscribed to these people, click on those little dots and you'll see a drop down, and on that drop down you can go directly to their channel and subscribe to their channel right there, right now. So yeah, that would help out. Yes, we are saved. Okay. No, Nick, I'm trying to help everybody out, you know. And Nicholas does some good stuff on his channel. So does Lance, but I wish Lance would do some YouTube stuff instead of all on Facebook, so a lot more people can get to see what you're doing there, Lance. And don't forget my Amazon page now. Who got a timeout? Yeah, if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. Yeah, you should. Easy to find it, Lance. All you need to go is go to one of my videos, go to the show more section, and you'll see the link right there. Just click on the link and it'll take you right to my page. And that's all you have to do. And look through the page because I have a lot of Cato stuff on there. Yeah, you can do that too if you had all the right equipment to make your own windows. Very good, Lance. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. I have some computer monitors on there, and I've got some HO buildings on there, and HO wheel sets, and a couple of N-scale kits. Quite a bit of stuff on there. Some cameras and camera equipment, tripods, stuff like that. You'll get there, Gaffa. All right, Al, take it easy. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. No, I don't want no HL stuff. I wouldn't have no place to put it. Okay, Rich, I appreciate it. I appreciate your contribution also. Thank you very much for that. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm using the new YouTube feature. It seems to be working pretty good. I like it. Yeah, and I still got to mess around with some of the lighting and color and stuff like that, but so far I'm happy with it. What Mike said. Very cool, Tom. I appreciate that. I just want to get you guys to interact, you know, just to find out how easy it really is to do a scratch build. If you guys want, after this one's finished, yeah, at one time I was up over 40 something. Yeah, so yeah, it was pretty good tonight. I appreciate it. So yeah, so take pictures of your stuff when you do it. Send it to me. I will look at it and tell you, try doing this or try doing that. Or, I'll just give you some advice on what you should do with the building. Or if it looks good the way it is, I'll tell you that too. 8 p.m. Central Time. Makes it 7 here. We'll do an announcement an hour or 2 hours before, Nicholas, so people know. Because if you don't make an announcement, people just happen to find out. Yes, they'll be there, but if they don't know, I mean, that's what I did. I put an hour before I started. I put a video up saying that there'll be a live video going on here pretty soon. Okay, Mike Pfeiffer, thanks for joining in. Okay, Lance, no problem. Okay, I will, Gaffa. Thank you. Ciao. Ciao, Vinny Sparkman, folks. Okay, ciao to you too, buddy. Night all. All right, still got 39 people in here, and it's an hour and 1 minute, or hour and 2 minutes, actually. Bill Vassar. Night, Vinny. Good night, Bill. Thanks for coming in. 2K, hi. Well, 2K, I think you're just a little bit too late. I'm about ready to shut this down. You're welcome, Kevin. I hope it helps you out, and I hope you continue to stay with the program, and we'll see how well you can build something. Good night, Roy. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Jim. Good night, buddy. DeBobs, how you doing? 8 o'clock Eastern time, buddy, if you want to come in. Okay, Martin, thanks for coming by. So next Friday night, you can catch it again, 2K. Jeff, thank you. Thank you, sir, for coming in. Yeah, Bob, I'd like to see you in one of my next live streams. It's every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Good night, Mitch. Good night, Bruce. Yes, get to work, Sparky. All right, Jeff, I appreciate you coming by. Thank you very much. Yeah, Bob, be good to see you in there. Just showing people how to do some scratch builds. That's all what it's about. Good night, Bob, BNSF Bob. Okay, guys, I'll give you until 1 minute, 1 hour and 5 minutes, and I'm shutting down. Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate you being here. Okay, Bob, talk to you later. Nighty night. Oh, yeah, thank you. See y'all Wednesday night. Yes, sir. Good night, Wilmer. Good night, Tom. All right, Jeff. Good night. Okay, Mike, no problem. I know you got the kids to take care of, so no problem. If you can make it, I try and make it 8 o'clock. I thought it'd be good for everybody. Good night, Jennifer.